do you have, Robert, a favorite story from your time at Full Sail that you could share with us?
All right. This is probably gonna be recent because before I met you guys, I really just went home, did the work, did school, so I was pretty bored out of my mind. Um, it's the kickball tournament by far. I mean, that is like the most, and that was the most fun I've had. And just being back with a team, it was just like I felt like being back in on the high school tennis team where we were all in. We all had one goal in mind, and we just accomplished it as a team. So that's probably my favorite moment.
I said the exact same thing I was talking to my parents about it. I was like, it made me realize how much I missed like being on a sports team because like, we're not on teams anymore in college. And it was that feeling and like just the camaraderie and like the adrenaline in game I missed it so much.
I will say my favorite moment was my lefty kick to bring you and Tyler in. That way we can go up 3-0.
In the championship.
Yeah, in the championship. So Parker, I told everyone that I can kick lefty and righty because I used to play soccer since I was like 4 years old. And because I practiced it during our practice sessions, and I realized I can get it over first base during practice. And I was like, I should just keep it. And I was like, I'm only using it if we need like something. Like,
Jake and I were like, specifically if we have runners on second and third with less than 2 outs, because with a runner on third, you want to kick it to first so that he can score. Because if you kick it to third, it's easier for them to get you. So we were like, if that scenario happens, the odds of it happening are not good. Like you have to have runners on second and third, less than 2 outs. That doesn't happen often. And in our 12-person lineup, Robert has to be up. So it was not ready to happen at all. And then
in the championship game, what was it? Top of the third or bottom of the third?
I don't remember top or bottom. It was getting late in the game. It was
getting late, and
it was a 5-inning game. It was the third or fourth inning.
So it was Owen on third, Tyler on second, and I was up to kick because we just got them out, and it was my first. No, that's not wrong. Somebody got out, and so, I looked at Jake and everybody behind us, and we had a little team meeting, and I said, guys, I'm gonna do it. And Jake's like, what do you mean you're gonna do it? And I said, dude, this is the scenario we've been practicing on. What was it, Monday?
Yeah, I love that.
Monday. And I said, I got this. I was like, trust me, they're not gonna expect it because everyone was kicking right, so everyone kind of shifted over to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, please believe in me. Let me have this. And Jake's like, because we asked the home umpire, we're like, how many outs? 1 out. And I was like, no decision anymore. I'm doing it. So I step up, and the guy rolled it perfect to the left, like curving out to the left. And in my head, I was like, if a righty took this, that would be terrible. And I was like, but I'm righty and lefty. Kicked it over, barely outreached, like it barely went over the first baseman. The left field didn't have time. Ran to first. Owen and Tyler were sprinting for their lives, and I got both of them in, and I made us go up 3-0.
Let's go! Dang, that's sick. So you did like a little, like almost
little mess, like
a little messy, just right over the first baseman's like outstretched arm, and it just dropped in, like it blooped in, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
And every run counted. We needed those runs because we were up 3-0 going into the 5th inning, and then we ended up giving up 2 runs in the 5th. And we won 3-2, but every single one of those runs counted because otherwise we might have blown the lead.
Wow, that's crazy. That was like a game-defining moment right there.
It was.
Was it just like you guys just organized the kickball game? How did it come about?
Well, last year there was a kickball tournament. I believe this is the fourth or fifth annual Dan Patrick School
I was
Sportscast.
third. I saw the email say third.
Okay, I trust that. This was the third annual Dan Patrick School Sportscasting Kickball Tournament. We didn't set it up. The teachers, the instructors run it. One of the instructors, Mac, is like in charge, and then other instructors are there. They were there throughout the games and stuff, hanging out. They were less involved than last year, but anyway. So last year it was supposed to be a tournament. We signed up. Robert was not with us. This was a year ago. We were in intro, so we'd only been there for like 3 months. And that tournament ended up actually being like a real bonding thing for our class, like one of our first big bonding moments. We had our intro final, which was our first time in the studio for real. And then like the next day we had the kickball tournament. And so like we really bonded as a group. But it was only us and another team, which was primarily made up of the kids 12 months ahead of us. They're the other big class because that's like every 12 months is like the normal time to start. So those are the big classes every time. So it was us versus them. And they were just like, well, we can't do a tournament with 2 teams, so we'll do a best of 5 series. And we lost in heartbreaking fashion. We were up 2-1. We were 1 out away from winning the 4th game, but winning our 3rd game. And with 2 outs, we dropped the final out. They scored, tied the series at 2. And then our team, not Robert wasn't there. We already established.
No. I was like, we know specifically who.
Yes. The ball was dropped. They won. It was 2-2, and then we were just deflated. We lost game 5, I think 2-0. We didn't score. So ever since then, the past 11 months, we've been out for revenge. So our team name was Vengeance. We dressed in all black, and we came prepared. We practiced on Monday. We were the only team that practiced. Elijah literally bought a kickball so that we could practice. A lot of us still have to pay him back. And yeah, so this was, we came back this year. We came back stronger. We got our vengeance. We got our championship. We still have to get our trophy. And yeah, we knew it was our last year because none of us are going to be still in the program unless someone gets held back like 5 times. Ideally, we're not going to still be in the program next kickball tournament. So this was it for us. So
right,
we knew we had to go out on top.
Who'd you beat? Like who was the group that you guys beat in the championship?
It was actually, we weren't expecting to play them. We were expecting to play Brandon's team. You remember Brandon? Everyone remembers Brandon. He was the first guest on the Sportscaster series that we have going. He's a traitor. He was our center fielder on our team that lost a year ago, and we were planning on him being on our team until he didn't even tell us. Alex told us. Alex was like, hey, Brandon's on a different roster. He joined a different team. And so Trader, we thought we were going to play his team. They ended up not even being that good. They went 2-2 in the tournament. It was a double elimination. They won 1, lost 1, won 1, lost 1. They never even faced us. We were in the winner's bracket the whole time. We never saw him. So after they lost their second game and got eliminated, our whole team found Brandon and just surrounded him and just stared at him. And that was great.
That was pretty funny.
So yeah, we beat. I didn't even know a lot of the people on the team that we beat. It was definitely kids younger in the program than us. I knew a couple of them, but
Skylar was there, and then
yeah,
it was like a mix of anyone and everybody.
Because a lot of the classes are smaller than us, so we were pretty much the only team that was made up of a class. Everyone else, it's like mix and matched from like groups of 2 or 3. So yeah, we won 3 games, stayed in the winner's bracket the whole way, did what we needed to do. We really didn't want to fall into the loser's bracket because obviously that makes it harder. So we took care of business, won game 1, won game 2, got us the championship, won game 1 of the championship, didn't even bother with a double elimination. We were undefeated. So
nice. That's all. That's the way to do it right there.
Yeah. And we got our vengeance, which is the most important part of that.
Vengeance.
Yes. So, yeah, that I think that's gonna be the best memory for a lot of us. So I don't blame you for having that be your best story from your time at Full Sail. I'm jealous I wasn't in that huddle when you decided to kick. That sounds like straight out of a movie when you decided to kick lefty.
I felt like we were in a movie. Time slowed down and everything. I heard theme music in the background. I was just, hey, let's do this.
Oh, like the Rocky soundtrack. Man.
As Robert's running to first base. Dun, dun.
Just trust me. Put me in, coach. Just trust me. This is what we practice for. This is
Now we gotta make that kickball tournament a whole documentary.
That it would have been great if we had somebody there filming it. That's really too bad that we didn't. But we'll always have it in our minds.